This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bulldogs about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington State's offense will have the football first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Washington State going quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Now the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Durant. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the Bulldogs in the hurry-up.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Back to throw, it's Fry. Fires left. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. To the air on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
First down, Bulldogs.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Man, and what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing 1 interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
They'll run the sneak for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He's open on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Washington State lines up quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And now on second down for this offense. Trying play action. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Back to throw, it's Fry. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Kendricks. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Washington State going quickly. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Coffee. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Got it behind the line. It's Coffee. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. Lowers those pads. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Here's the handoff. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. The give on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wazoo! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David.
There he goes! Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Looking to throw, it's Fry. Pocket breaking down. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Complete to start this drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Cougars are in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And really nice on 3rd down there, throwing in rhythm. You're throwing the hitch against zone. You're taking your steps. There's no hesitation. You're not even hitching. That back foot plants, and the ball comes out immediately. Really nice.
Oh, and he just dropped it. So close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Kendricks. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand where I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. The snap sets up the throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He slides that just inside the right upright. That brings them to within 1. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Handoff from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Fry. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Snags it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the end.
They will score! Touchdown, Mississippi State!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Washington State lines up quickly. Scanning the field, it's Kendricks. The quick out. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job.
Touchdown, Cougar! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Fry. He's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floats it out in space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Mississippi State going up tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Kendricks. He lofts one down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. Exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turns it on in midfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Cougars want to move quickly.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Throws for the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Back to pass, it's Kendricks. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Off play action. He makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Fry. They're working that left side. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kane. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw. It's Kendricks. Complete to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Quick release on the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a third down play. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So at this point, I expected them to go for it here. Instead, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw into.
Dropping back, it's Fry. He makes the grab. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Kane. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're...
Touchdown, Mississippi State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to pass. It's Kendricks. Flips it out to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Rides the back on the option. The give. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
I think at this point of the game now, in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Splitbacks here. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Toledo was able to cap off a close one inside the Glass Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Washington State going quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Offense in an empty set. Looking downfield, it's Kendricks. makes the catch. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Looking to throw on first down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Back to pass, it's Kendricks. Pulls it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires it. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop.